Hello guys, today we're looking at a scenario where civilization starts over, and this is episode 6. In the last video we saw an expansion of the Alps and a new Switzerland-like country forming up over in southern Germany. We also saw two new countries, Sweden and Finland, the creation of a Cyprus country, and the breakaway of an Anatolian country. Starting off here in Norway, we have a great wrong layer, hold on. Alright, and like I said, in here we have an expansion of Norway, just people exploring Norway and a bunch of southern fjords. So we see Sweden taking this land and the Danish team taking this land, and that is going to be the last expansion for the Danish team. Because we see a new yellow team forming up over here in Norway. Here are its major cities, and its capital is going to be right here. Alright, so the next event we see happening is a breakaway from northern England by this green team, and they're split from the red team. And they're also going to take the Isle of Man, and its capital is going to be right over here. Alright, so the next thing we see happening is a huge expand over here in Eastern Europe. We'll just go ahead and do this. I'm on the wrong layer again. Alright, so they're gonna discover all of these lands, and they're also going to go start discovering some of these southern lands. And they're going to get all the way to Egypt, which is a very ideal place to set up a civilization. And with this, we see a new country forming up. It's going to be a grayish, slightly blue team, and it's just going to follow the Nile River. I don't have I don't know where exactly the Nile would be right here, but somewhere along here. And that's like the Nile country. And its capital is going to be right about here. Alright, over here we see this southern Ukrainian Crimean team. They're hold on. I'm on the wrong layer. We're gonna see. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that, but we're gonna see this Crimean team. They're going to expand and take all of the Sea of Azov. I'm using a different way to record, and I just realized that we're only at 3 minutes, and I already did most of the events that I normally would do in a video. So we're gonna yap, I guess. Alright, so over here we see a new Bulgarian country forming up over here. It's going to be quite big, I think. Alright, so it's going to take all of this land right here, and that's a big expand. Let's fill out cities and capitals now. Alright, so here are the major cities, and I'll just put the capital right there. So the next thing we see is another expansion, but this time of the green lime team. Right over here. Alright, so over in this tribal country, a bunch of more tribes are going to break away. We're going to see over here a blue breakaway right over here, I guess. And I just realized I need to fix this border right here, so I'll just do that. Alright, that looks better. And it's gonna take these islands, and I think that looks pretty good. Alright, in the north of this country we're gonna see an even bigger breakaway. It's another light blue cyan color, and it's gonna take this land right here. So we're going to see this light blue team take this land, and the blue team take this land. I'm also just going to fix this because apparently when I was drawing the border, I did not take into account the major cities. Alright, so this team is going to switch its capital. It's going to move it over. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. Sorry. It's gonna change its capital to over here. This Cyan team's capital is gonna be right there, and the blue team's capital is gonna be right there. Alright, so the next things we're going to be seeing are some expansions from a couple countries, starting with the Finnish team. And they're going to be taking this land. The Danish-German team is going to expand their claims all the way down here. And then this Cyan team is going to take this land. We are next going to be seeing this Estonian type country popping up over here. And its capital is going to be located right here. I'll put it right here. Not like that. Wait. There we go. Alright, we're going to go over to this green team, and they're going to expand their claims all the way up into here. Alright, so we're going to look at the trade routes, and we're going to start off here in Turkey. They're going to cross this strait. They're going to go to the capital here, go down here, follow into this blue team, go through this city, and then get to the capital of this green team, and it's going to stop right there. The next trade route is going to start over here, and it's going to go through these two cities, and it's going to go to the pink team following the coast. It's going to skip the capital city, but it's going to go to this city, and it's going to stop around there. Alright, looking over here, this green team is going to have their trade route continue over here, and it's going to go through this city, go to the capital, go through where St. Petersburg today is. It's going to go through Finland, and it's going to get to the capital, go through these cities, and it's going to stop right past that city. Alright, we're going to have a trade route that's just going to be going through these three countries in this area. So it's going to start in this city. It's going to go down here, go through the capital, go to where modern day Oslo is, and it's going to go to the Danish team, go through these cities, and then it's going to go through these cities, get to this capital, and follow along where all of these cities are, and it's going to stop at around there. Looking over here, I forgot to color this in, so this island is going to be part of the Danish team. Alright, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.